Okay, one of the things to remember with the vapor system is you don't want to have to work too hard. You don't want to have to be scrubbing. You let the heat do the work. And you also don't want to have to be bending. So we're going to use the right number of extension tubes for what we're doing. In this case, I'm doing the floor, so I'm going to use 2 extension tubes so that I'm not bending, so I'm not working hard. We're going to turn this on. We're going to start down on the floor now. And when you're doing either a no-wax floor or a hardwood floor, you want to move just a little slower than if you were vacuuming. And we're letting the heat penetrate the pores of the floor, and it does a great job, doesn't get over wet, dries very, very quickly, and will actually do a far better job than wet mopping. And when we're done, you can see the amount of dirt that we've picked up just in a short time in a small area. While working on the oven, we're going to use our Tough Kit. And remember, this is a stainless steel pad that won't scratch even the glass. We're not going to scrub hard with this. We're going to let the heat do the work. And the stainless steel pad will get very, very hot. Allows us to work very quickly in the oven. And when you put this on, again, remember to get it nice and flat so you have a good flow of steam coming out through the center of the stainless steel pad. When we start, we're just going to let the heat do the work here. I'm not going to do a lot of scrubbing. Just going to work right here on this corner, pass it over it a few times. We're not real concerned with how much we remove at first. We just want to let the heat get down inside. If you can't get into a corner or something real well, don't worry about it, because we can certainly come back with our brass brush and pick up any corner or anything like that that we've missed. It'll just do a great job very quickly and very easily. Now, if you keep your oven up with this, there's really no need to use a self-cleaning mode. Self-cleaning mode uses intense heat. You're locked out of your oven, and there's a lot of areas it won't get, like around the door where the door closes. With this, we can get the whole oven everywhere very quickly, with no chemical, and without that extreme energy use. Okay, now, instead of using a cloth towel, we're just going to use a paper towel. Because this is messy, this way we can just throw this away in the wastebasket. We don't have to wash it or get this involved in our clothes. You can see how nice that cleaned up very, very quickly and very easily. To do your oven rack, we'll just lay a towel down underneath. You probably wouldn't have to do this. Actually, when I'm cleaning these at home, I lay a towel down on each side of my sink and just lay it across the sink and do it. It's a lot easier. Again, don't worry about the right in the corners, because we can come back in with a brass brush and hit any spots that we've missed. But you're going to see how quickly this removes the grease from an oven rack. If you leave this in your self-cleaning mode in the oven, it's going to get dull. It won't get as shiny. Someone's left this in already, so we're not going to get quite as shiny as we would with a brand new rack that had not been left in the self-cleaning oven mode. And remember, because we're using dry steam, vapor, and no chemicals, we're not breaking down the surface of the oven at all either. And you can feel how squeaky clean that is when we're done. It is absolutely squeaky clean. In an oven, you'll also feel real quickly the temperatures that we're working at, and how that would, used on other surfaces, would kill bacteria, mold, and mildew. Now we're going to talk about spotting carpets. It's very important in most homes. This is the only time that you're going to see me down on my knees, because I don't want to, it's too hard to work a tool taking out a spot standing up. So we're actually going to get down where we can work the spot easily. If I have a spot, we don't really have spots here on the carpet, so what I'm going to do is we're just going to have an imaginary spot so I can show you how we would go about taking that out. The first thing I'm going to do is I've taken the nozzle off of this. The water coming out of here is a little warmer at a longer distance. It's also a little wetter. but the water coming out of here is actually going to clean better than the water coming out of your tap because of the temperatures we're heating the water to, about 300 degrees. We're taking all the minerals out of the water. So this water is wetter water, much like when you add laundry soap to your clothes wash. You're making your water wetter so it'll force out the dirt. And that's what we're going to do. I'm going to first turn it on over this towel to force out any extra moisture I might have. We're going to go a couple different directions along the spot. And the reason why we do this is we want to see if that's a protein stain or if it's just some soil, mud, things like that, coffee, Coke. Those we can take out without any chemical. But if it is a protein stain like grease, a real heavy grease, we really do need something to lift that spot. Now in this case, what I did here is I just laid the dry towel over the top, pressed down hard, and then I would actually check to see if I had a mirror image of that spot. If I did, I know just water, just steam is going to pull that out without any chemical. If I needed to use a chemical, I like to use something really benign, something like we use a product called 212. It's odorless, sudsless. You can get it in your eyes or in your skin, in your mouth. It's not really going to hurt you at all. There are other products. You can use Quick and Bright if you like. Some people like that. You can use SteamClean from Host. That's a real benign product. You just need something to lift that so that you're not working it and overworking the carpet, getting it too hot. Once we've got that, we see that we can take it out with just steam. We're going to put on a brush without any towel on it at all. Hold the brush over the towel just to get some of the moisture out again, excess moisture. And then we're just going to work that spot a couple different directions. We want to just pull both directions so we get both sides of the fiber. Now while we're doing this, we're doing a lot of different things all at one time. We're actually steaming the carpet, standing it up so that we're working on the top of the fiber, which is real important. You don't want to get a traffic area. If you work your carpet when it's new and you stay on top of it, you're never going to get a traffic area in your home. Okay, after we've done that, all we've done is loosened anything that's there. Now we want to diaper this tool again because we want to pull it out. So we're going to turn this over, set this on top, pull this over the top, and again we're just closing it off here so that I can get the steam down into the carpet, get the heat down in there too to work. Now this is what's going to lift anything that we've loosened. Right now this will lift it out. You don't want to spend a lot of time in one spot. You don't want to overheat your carpet. If you're working on your car carpet or on the seats of your car, something like that, you can be a little more aggressive. It's tougher fabric than what you'd have in your home. And here you'd see the soil that we've lifted up just in that little area right there. Okay, now we're going to go into how you would take care of your carpet once you've removed the spots and you're ready to go ahead and go over your carpet.